my people at? Where are my people that can relate to travel? If you're antsy about traveling, if you're like, I need to travel, I gotta get out, I gotta get on the road, I don't want to be locked up in my house anymore. I can't stand being locked up. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Comment a little one of these planes down below if you like to travel, or road trip, whatever the case may be. Today we are talking about why you should do it, because honestly a lot of people are like, no, don't do it, you need to get ready, you have to get prepared. Baby, let me tell you, if you're watching this video, chances are you need to go, you need to do it, you need to stop overthinking it. Pack up the stuff, get rid of the house, get rid of the apartment, get rid of whatever you're going through, whoever you're living with, whatever you're doing, and go. This is your sign. I know you're waiting on it, because see, the thing is that most of us are waiting on a sign. Most of us are like overthinking it, overanalyzing, and what about this, and what about gas, and what about food, and what about, baby, get up and leave. Get up and go. Get up and leave your hometown. Get up and for those who have traveled before, I want you to think about your last trip. How much fun was it? Or I don't know if you had a good or a bad experience, but the fact that you took a trip, the last trip that you took that you actually wanted to take, not one where you're forced, where people are forcing you to do something, or you had to do something out of responsibility or out of obligation. I'm talking about a fun trip. What happened when you took that fun trip? Wherever, in whatever part of the world you traveled to, okay, Central America, Cancun, I don't know, Mexico, Costa Rica, Panama, Guatemala, Peru, Chile, Guatemala, Argentina, Brazil, whatever, Honduras, United States, all over the world, whatever, London, South and Central. Sorry guys, I don't know, it's like something in my nose or something, like, ooh, like that doesn't happen to me. Anyway, I don't like that feeling. I feel like something, like, anyway, that's a real raw human being, right? So travel, go, take the leap of faith. I'm telling you, because I've done it, and every time I've done it, I've never regretted it. I'm grateful for every opportunity I had. And if you a lot of people like to make so many different excuses. Oh, but this, oh, but that. Listen, I just want you to think about where you're going to be a day from now, a month from now, a year from now. How would you feel, and how will you feel if you stay in the same place where you are right now? No changes. You wake up every day, you know what to expect. It's the same routine. Day in and day out is the same load of crap, and it ain't getting no better, it ain't getting no worse, but it's just boring. And you are ready for thrill, you are ready for adventure and excitement. Yes, I always say pray, protect yourself, do your due diligence, do the best that you can. But if you're in a place right now where you're like maybe applying for a bunch of jobs, or things are not working out for you where you are, I would always say move. Like, some people don't say move, other people say double down on what you're doing. But honestly, if you're watching this video, chances are you are ready to fly. You're ready to take a leap of faith, another leap of faith, whatever, and you're ready to continue trying and going down that path that is going to result in good things. Maybe you might feel scared, and you're like, well, I'm 20 whatever years old, or 30 something or 40 something years old, and I have to be responsible, or I have kids, I have children, or whatever. Listen, take your kids with you, do what you gotta do. I know that when you go on YouTube, you find people who are doing what you want to do, and if they're doing it, so can you. I don't know if you know that there are people who literally don't have $1 in their bank account, yet they somehow figure out how to move their car from point A to point B, and every day they wake up with faith, and they don't live by sight, they live by faith. And that's the definition of a lot of us travelers, who literally live by faith and not by sight. Because a lot of people, normal quote unquote people, would say, oh, you need to save money, or you need to be prepared. And yes, while all those things are true, and yes, while we would love to do that, maybe some of you are depressed, like, you know, you're depressed, suicidal, I don't know, you don't want to like work, you don't want to, you know, you want to save money, but you don't want to work hard for something you're not passionate about, so it discourages you to get any type of, you know, like you're stuck in the middle. You're like, damn, I don't have money, but I want to travel. I don't have money, but I want to do this. You know how many people are doing that right now? Like, there are people in the middle of the island, in the middle of a desert, that literally have $0, but because they woke up and they talked to somebody on the street and whatever, all of a sudden maybe somebody gave them $20, they put a tank of gas, or they put some gas in the car, and they're on to the next city, and boom, something good happens to them. They find a job, or they're working online, or they're doing something that just pops up wherever they're going. And that is the risk involved, right? It's a good risk, it's a fun risk. That's the risk involved in traveling, is, damn, I have to sleep in my car, damn, I have to do this, damn, I don't know like what's gonna happen, right? Like, but the adrenaline, whatever, the adrenaline, whatever that is, adrenaline, I don't even know how to say it in Spanish. Well, that excitement, right? Adrenaline, the excitement and the adrenaline, I'm just gonna say it like that, adrenaline, you know what I mean, is what matters. Like most of you prefer to like live in, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, or I don't even know how I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Most of us, rather, us, I'm gonna include it myself as a creative, most of us creative, we rather live a life where we don't know what's happening tomorrow, like the uncertainty. Like, yes, we want to be certain, but I'm saying, once, like, when you start chasing your traveling game, when you start, like, for example, the people who, let's hypothetically, just really speaking, have been traveling for years now, for a time, and let's say they started with $0, but now they have money, but they stuck to traveling until they could have figured out, okay, I'm traveling, and then I'm figuring out my money, financial lifestyle along with the travel, instead of working, saving, and traveling. Because if you have worked before, stay with me right here, if you have worked before and you save money to travel, you find yourself going back in this repetitive cycle of, them, I have to save money, I have to work and save and travel, work and save and travel, which is nothing wrong with the work, but the type of work that you want to do and we want to do is like remote, all over the world, anywhere, being able to work from anywhere in the world. So maybe you might see YouTubers that, when they first started, they didn't have any money, they didn't have resources, they didn't have even 1,000 followers, they weren't even monetized, right? But you see the bigger YouTubers, they literally started from zero. Everybody started from zero. They didn't have a special magic lotion, and you know, and so now that they've grown, I promise you, if you ask them, would you do it all over again, and let's say they have like even 10, 20,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, 100,000, whatever the case may be, I promise you they would, 99.9, even 100%, I would go as far as to say, if you ask them, would you do it all over again, they would say yes. They would say hell yes, hell to the yes, right? Because they figured out, they're like, you know what, I don't have any money, and I figured out that if I keep working on corporate America, or a regular job that I hate, I'm gonna have to continue to save money. I'm going to continue to work on this thing that I don't like, miserable, save money to go on vacation, be happy again, to be miserable again, to save money, miserable, and then go and be happy, and then come back and be miserable. And so it's a cycle that repeats itself, versus if you don't have any work, but you live this lifestyle and you seek to do things, or to work, or build your career, build your lifestyle around the traveling that you want to do, then it creates this win-win scenario, right? Like those travelers that are happy, that are really doing what they love, whether it's creating content, or doing a business, or selling something, or doing whatever, a service, whatever it is that they're doing, right? Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever, then they find themselves to be much happier overall than us that are over here overthinking. And if you overthink, and if you're like, you know, so as experience as a traveler, both doing it both with and without money, I encourage you, take the leap of faith. You don't need every 20,000 videos, okay, to get prepared. You need to, you want an exciting adventure. You want to film every step of the way. You want to be like, okay, let me share this part. Okay, I don't have this and this. Okay, let me get this today. Okay, let me do that tomorrow, right? And you learn. Like when I traveled, I remember it had dropped below 40 or 30 or whatever, and I was in my car that night. I had to sleep in my car because I was so tired. I didn't have to, but I was so far out in the middle of like nowhere that they didn't really have any hotels nearby. And I was like, you know what, let me just pull over and see like 2 or 3 hours. It was so cold. I had like a blanket, but like the blanket wasn't like, I don't know, thick enough or something. And because I wanted to rest. Let me tell you, every single day from that day on, I learned, you know what I mean? Like, okay, this is what I have to do. So you're never going to be fully prepared. You're really never going to be fully prepared for anything. And that's the fun part, right? Don't you want to have fun? Don't you want to laugh every day at yourself or with people around you? And the crazy part is sometimes you feel like you're by yourself, but there's so much people on the road traveling on motorcycles, in cars, in vans, in whatever. Like, you'll be surprised, right? On bicycles all over the world. Like, there was this man who I don't know what was it, but he was on a bicycle. He did this marathon or this traveling thing from one side of the like country to the other side. And I was like, what? Because I drove from California to Boston, and he took a bicycle from California to Boston, a bike. And it took him, of course, like I don't know how many, I can't remember if it was like a full year, or I can't remember if it was a couple of months, but I remember that story when I went to Boston because they had a presentation, and I was like my whole jaw dropped. Like, damn, if I drove and I felt like it was difficult, imagine on a bike. Like, do you know what it is to like what? How many hours can your legs take? What? Like, what? Okay, I encourage you to leave a comment down below with any questions, and you know, like this video, share it if you found it valuable. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know what you want me to talk about, since I've been to 30 states, 7 countries, and the journey still continues to grow. I'm gonna obviously be sharing with you where we're going next, what we're doing next, and what's gonna be happening. I love you so much. This is your girl JV, tuning out. Peace. Goodbye.